Michael.
What's up, everybody? All right.
And today we are bringing to you another match in the group stage. Actually, this is the last match of the blue group, the Group B, and we have in your left-hand side and the left corner, Stephen Griggs, and in the right-hand side we have Tyler Hicks. And these two will face off to see who is going to advance into the winner's bracket and who's going to sink down into the loser's bracket. But fun fact, actually, Tyler has already clinched a winner's bracket position, so this result doesn't matter, win or loss. If Steven with a win here can overtake Katie to get into the winner's bracket. Let's see what he can pull out here. He does have the odds stacked against him. Michael, what are your predictions for this match?
You know, I think everyone watching at this point will probably already know this is what I would consider one of the greatest underdog, or not underdog match, but one of the most lopsided matches that we're going to see, you know?
Yeah, so unfortunately, well, the odds are stacked against Steven, but you know, the 1 in a million chance, if he can pull it off, he has a ticket to the winner's bracket, and that would be an insane comeback story. You know, Steven, you know, I think by results, not one of the top competitors in the bracket. You know, he's an M competitor, so you got him because he's a cool guy.
Tyler's done.
Before I could finish saying anything, Tyler's like, no, this is mine. Let me speak here. But Steven got into the FTO Melee because, you know, he's a cool guy, cool content creator. Check him out on Twitch. I think he's like 15S Griggs.
Yeah, 15S Griggs. 15S Griggs.
Yeah, so check him out. I think he recently did like a best of average of 100 maybe. I think something like that. In any case, Steven does a bunch of cool stuff. Also knows how to solve FTO and is generally a cool guy, but not quite the fastest. You know, he has been practicing here and there, but you know, it's still good to have him along the tournament. Happy that he agreed to participate.
Yeah, Steven is definitely one of the bigger contributors in the Twitch community and just the cubing community in general during this entire COVID-19 pandemic. Like you said, he has done the FTO Best of 100, and I think it's an ongoing series. He's just been able to invite like top FTO solvers like 360 Dan. I know Tyler has been on before, I think. And yeah, it's just an amazing thing for him to do. And obviously, a Best of 100 is a ton of work.
Definitely. Not easy to not easy to prepare, not easy to commentate. But yeah, Steven looks like he's wrapping up here. Meanwhile, Tyler just putting some lube into the cube, trying to see if he can beat that 33.
Yeah, I think Steven in his first, so he won against Amelia by forfeit because Amelia didn't actually show up to our match in time. And I think against Katie, Steven was consistently getting 150s. So at least Steven's doing a little better here. Might indicate that he's been practicing maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to see, because clearly, like, I think just from like the way he's turning, you can tell that his FTO is not quite, you know, tuned to the way that Tyler's to the same degree that Tyler's is. But you know, I believe Tyler is now the world best holder, the unofficial world record holder. I think for at least single. Not sure if average of 5.
I believe average is, at this point, I believe he is also the average of 5 record holder on the FTO rankings. I believe I had a slip up when I mentioned that Tyler Dan is the best FTO solver in the world. At the time when we indicated our T competitors, Dan did hold the average of 5 and a single, but Tyler had surpassed that, which is very incredible. I think it's like a 17-something single, right?
I think what I see, so I have the rankings pulled up, and I think it looks like he has a 17 single, but I see that Dan actually has a 16 single. So I don't know if that was recent, or you know, maybe I'm just like off the tempo. But Tyler holds every other world record in every other category: average of 5, average of 12, average of 100 even, which is, you know, a Herculean feat.
I believe Dan, just broke that very recently.
Okay. But I mean, you know, not to take away from anything that Tyler is doing, you know, incredible solver.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, I believe Steven is a very avid NFL fan. He definitely talks about football on his streams. To me, let's see what Tyler gets here. So Tyler got a 26.
Yeah, great.
To me, it seems like this match is, for me, it kind of looks like, I don't know if people remember the 2007 NFL Championship, the Super Bowl, the New York Giants versus the New England Patriots.
Bro,
NFL champion.
That was the first. Dude,
What am
I think that was the
talking
first
about?
Super Bowl I ever watched. Is that the one where I think it was a shootout at the end, right?
There was a catch by David Tyree. That's some of that saved everything. Anyways, the two teams faced off twice, and then the New York Giants, I think, finished that season 8-8, and the New England Patriots at that point, all the way through the Super Bowl, was undefeated.
And then the Giants came, I think came back. I think it was fourth quarter. They had an insane fourth quarter, and then it was literally like, I think I remember watching that. That was the first Super Bowl I ever watched, and it was, I think, like every like 3 minutes or so, somebody was scoring a touchdown. And they were just trading blows back and forth. Touchdown to touchdown to touchdown.
I think that was the rematch. Like, they had a rematch in 2011. Because 2007, I believe it was 17-14 or something like that.
Okay, never mind. Then that's not the one I'm remembering.
Maybe
like, it must be the
defense
rematch.
Savvy. Yeah, definitely probably was the rematch.
Okay,
the rematch was also very good, though.
Dude, after that rematch, I think Eli became one of my favorite players. And like, to this day, it's like, I think there's always like that corner that I have. It's like, oh, like Eli, the great.
Man, I've been watching too much NBA because, man, everyone just flamed me for saying NFL championship right now, and like, just go in the comments. NFL championship. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a mistake, dude. I don't know if you wanted to publicize that. I think now that you pointed it out, people are gonna notice it even more.
Oh man, it's okay. It's all
if I don't see a barrage of comments below that says, Michael, it's not called the NFL championship, it's called the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. But Steven with a really good solve himself. I think Eli Manning definitely could not match that solve. 120, pretty good, a lot better than his previous.
A great solve from Steven. I mean, his overall PB is about 110, 111, something like that. So. Yeah, it looks like these guys start at the same time. I don't know if like Steven's just trying to like give us some good content to watch here, but you know what's interesting? Tyler kind of starts out very similar to Steven right here. I don't know if you feel that.
I'm noticing that Tyler has like a lot of these pauses while he's building like his centers and also finishing up the last triple there before he like starts transitioning into like the last layer stuff, which is pretty interesting. So I guess like maybe he's like learned a lot of like the last 3 triple cases, and it's like a lot of like almost like you just see it and then you just start like moving, you just start executing. 31 here.
This is not Tyler's best performance here, but you know what? It got the job done. He's gonna get 4 points in this group, so he's got it all figured out.
Definitely, but that is something to keep in mind of as we go later into the other brackets. I believe we were watching Michael Larson last week, and he like got like 3 straight sub 30s and just blew his competition out. Right. So that's going to be interesting to see if how far Tyler gets into the bracket before he has to face someone like Michael, who can sub 30 on command. I guess like, this match maybe not that important, it doesn't really matter what the result is too much, but that same kind of I don't want to say carelessness, but that same kind of attitude will probably not bode too well against some of the other competitors in the bracket.
Yeah, Dan has not done incredibly well so far from his previous matches. I would say Aiden is another favorite, not not the greatest. And Tyler also not doing too great. And at the same time, Katie's getting some amazing solves. So from the T competitors that we have seen thus far in the FTO Melee, it's been a lot closer than I thought it would have been.
Yeah. I'm really, really looking forward to the bracket stage because now we kind of have like an idea of like where all these competitors stand. Enoch, we had his results, his official results, but he mentioned, I might be a little rusty, but we've seen like throughout his performance that he maybe isn't as rusty as, we first thought he was going to be. Yeah. So I really enjoyed like watching everyone like in like these brackets in these group stage matches to like, it's a warm up to like the big deal, like the big show, right? And I'm kind of excited to see if, maybe like someone is going to like go ultra instinct and completely like tear open their competition in one of the bracket stages. Or, I think you mentioned Aiden before. I think Aiden is an incredible story. Had to qualify and didn't end up with, the best of luck. Ended up in the same group as Dan. So that means that he's gonna get like a statistically worse draw, but he has the caliber to really turn any of those mountains against him, and completely like wow us and dazzle. So very excited. Thanks to both competitors. Look forward to see both of them in their respective brackets. But I think this wraps up Group B.
Yeah, it does.
I think congratulations, Tyler, for finishing top of the group. I think Steven is going to finish second bottom, so that means that he will have the favorable draw going into the losers bracket, which is also pretty exciting. Hopefully, he can make a splash there.
I'm equally excited to see the lower bracket. Like I said, this group of 16 competitors is super exciting to watch. Everything is super tight. We'll see where that goes. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks everyone.